and like make a fucking Dragon Ball tracker with it. Like it could like pick up energy, right? So,
right, and that's what the Dragon Scouter was.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't need to. She had the Dragon Scouter. I mean,
but it's like more portable. Like it's sort of just like,
yeah, and the only time she actually fucked with a Scouter was that only time where she translated it from Namek or Saiyan to Earthling language.
Yeah.
But that was it. She didn't like upgrade it or do anything to it. Yeah. She really doesn't do much with it. Well, that's the only one she gets her hands on.
Yeah.
She really, there's no other one that they give her. Or Vegeta's is doomed, and he learns how to tell people's powers, so there's no need for that.
He learned that on Earth.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. So yeah, after that, the only thing she fucks with is Android 16.
Yeah, take the bomb out of him.
Yeah,
fucks up his plan.
Now, even the dad was, I see your thing's so complicated. I don't know if I can fix you, but my daughter can.
My arch enemy, Dr. Duro.
Are they arch enemies? He didn't. I don't. No, she said she found him in a yearbook or something of her dad's, and that's how she knew him.
But Dr. Duro was old.
So is the dad.
Not that old, right?
I mean, there could still be colleagues.
I mean, maybe that makes sense.
When you're in the college, sometimes your colleague is 10 years, 20 years.
And shit,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, look at the people at MIT, Yeah, I gotta buy a new one now.
Yeah,
probably buy two.
It's fine.
Kids, broke two of them right now.
Keep breaking shit.
It's mi mano de garra.
Yeah.
My grandma used to say it all the time. Then mano de garra. I'm like, why do I have rag hands? Because shit keeps falling and you keep breaking it. I guess.
My grandpa used to say, "Mom, that my sister would break shit all the time. Because squeeze it too hard or rugged,
Yeah. So they have them like stiff and like brutish, or you have them weak and like frail, like a woman and like a rag.
They lose, really.
Yeah. In other words, the grandparents suck.
Yeah.
They're a bunch of assholes.
They do the weirdest shit.
Yeah. The weirdest Sayins. Sayins like that are dying. There's no more. They're not gonna be anymore. No. Sometimes you'll tell someone thing like an old saying, they're like, "What does that mean?
What does that mean? Yeah.
What does that mean? Who cares?" Well, they're not here for it.
Make new ones.
New ones, like which one?
Like I can like somehow be like
the early bird gets the Fortnite.
Yeah, you're grinning like a la boo boo, or I don't know.
You're as possessed as La Boo Boo. You're as demonic as a La Boo Boo. And you're a Pokemon, you Pokemon.
Yeah, something like that. I go with new sayings, new old timey sayings.
Well, you can't new old. You can't. You can't. You can't have new old timey sayings. Yeah. Well, it is the 20s, right? Yeah, technically, 1920s.
Yeah.
The roaring 20s, 2020s. The world is going to end. We're going to be in a war soon. So after the war is when we're going to start with all the cool sayings. And
we'll be old.
Oh, man. Yeah. Man, this war was here sooner.
Yeah. Wish we were 20 years in the future.
Yeah. Are you ready for World War III?
I mean, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I'm excited.
Are you excited? Why are you excited?
Because the world's going to end and maybe we'll get a clean slate and a chance to maybe start all over again.
Maybe the Matrix?
Yeah. With any luck. Yeah. With any luck. Like it comes to a point where like, the rich versus the poor and all the poor get wiped out. So the rich got to wipe their own asses.
Yeah. Like, oh no.
Or the other way around, all the poor eat the rich. And then what are they going to do for money?
Guillotines and shit.
Guillotines. Oh, let them eat the cake. Yeah. I want them all to eat cake. That's what we're going to do. We're going to stuff them full of cake until they blow up.
We can Twinkie their asses.
Yeah. Gus. Oh, no. Bruce.
Yeah.
Feed the rich.
America.
Instead of eat the rich, feed the rich.
Then we'll eat them.
Yeah, and then we'll eat them. They'll be delicious. Chicharrones. Oh, dude. Bringing back cannibalism.
Well,
You done?
I don't know.
It tastes like pork.
You know what they say? Like any kind of meat, it all depends on how it's prepared. So
There was this one time I was like, "Oh, I don't want to eat a hoof. Why am I gonna eat a hoof?" Crispy pata is what it's called, right? It's so fucking delicious. Really? Just the meat around the hoof. Yeah, dude. It's crunchy. It's like chicharrón, but it's like exactly. I did that same face. Fucking delicious, dude.
Can't do it.
See, it's meat.
I guess
it's like you like chicharrón.
Yeah, To a point.
Yeah, but now imagine the
Yeah, that was gross.
Delicious. With a vinegar dip. Mm.
You're making it worse.
Delicious. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying.
You're making it worse. You're making it worse.
No. Ask your Filipino coworkers about crispy pata.
No. They probably know all that stuff.
Yeah, and they'll be like, yeah, you want to get some? You want to try some? They'll let you try some, and you're going to be like, it's amazing.
No, I'm good.
Trust me. Once you're there, you're there. It's just meat.
I don't know, man. They talk about some weird shit. I'm just like, nope. I'm good.
They're weird people. What can I tell you?
Yeah, I'm good.
How are you? Anyway, that's only been 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
All right.
You want to get sad?
Nah. Are you ready?
You want to get sad?
Let's go.
So we lost Jim Shooter, man.
The world is sad.
Yeah.
We lost
apparently, the more I read about him, a lot of people didn't like him. So.
But he was apparently a curmudgeon.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He
was in that era, but but the thing about Jim Shooter, I always remember this. It always stuck in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Shooter had some balls, man, because Jim Shooter sent a letter to DC Comics and was like, "I love Legion of Superheroes."
Right, that's his thing.
The story sucks right now. Mm-hmm. I could write a better story. And Julie Schwartz is like, "All right, do it.
Prove it."
And he sent the script, and they were like, "Fuck, this guy's really good."
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Come to New York. We want to talk to you." And then he comes to New York, and he's 13 years old. 13 years old. Mm-hmm. His parents had to fucking sign the contract.
Because he was underage.
He was writing Legion of Superheroes as a teenager.
So that's why he's a badass.
He's a badass. Imagine being like that. You'd be like, "I could write a better fucking,
yeah.
And they're like, "All right."
In the 60s? 70s?
I think the 60s, yeah. I gotta look it up. But it was like he's a co-creator of a lot of those, like Karate Kid and
Balloon Boy?
Yeah. No, I think he was already there. But he created a lot of those characters.
Okay.
And then the other thing is, he is credited with creating the studio-wide crossover.
Studio-wide crossover?
Secret Wars was the first studio-wide crossover event.
Really?
Yeah.
Secret Wars?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing before that?
Nope. And it was all kind of a gimmick because Mattel made a deal with Marvel.
Yeah, for those toys.
And they were trying to do, they wanted to be the next Star Wars or the next Star Wars figures.
12-inch?
So they ended up
7-inch
licensing something like 80 characters or whatever.
Wow, that's a lot.
And then Mattel was like, "Wait a minute, who the fuck is Kang the Conqueror?" And so to justify it, Jim Shooter was like, "All right, let's fucking make a book, and it's gonna everybody." Mm-hmm. And so so the coolest thing is, I mean, I wasn't alive at that point, but the coolest thing is that you think about it, there was a Marvel event going on, and there was figures
for that same
fucking event
to the point where it's on the cover of the toy. It says Secret Wars on the thing. Yeah,
superpowers,
superpowers. Yeah.
And I had a lot of those figures. I because I remember it was cool because there was a Spider-Man in the black suit.
Yeah, and that's the one everyone they wanted. Yeah.
There was a Daredevil, there was a bunch of them, and then they made a Kang, and they made Dr. Doom.
Who the hell's Kang?
Yeah, and they made all those characters. And so it was all because it was a gimmick. It was
it was a gimmick to the point where they tried it again with the Champions one.
Yeah,
remember?
Well, they still do them every once in a while.
Really?
They do. They call them retro ones now.
So
they made a Deadpool in that style, and they made more modern characters.
And not just that, they'll put the versions in the comics.
Yeah,
they'll make a version just for the comics. Yeah. That's what it would look like if we were to make it for this such and such person, which is okay. I guess
he created the
multiverse. No, the
fucking
crossover,
studio-wide crossover, right?
Studio-wide crossover, not like the single Batman and Superman. No. This is events. Yeah,
it was 10 issues, 11 issues for that.
Before that, they had no events.
Not really.
Thor would show up with Captain America and
they would crossover. But this is everybody. This is everybody.
This is why is that person here if that guy doesn't even exist? This is. So he's credited with that.
Well, he was the editor-in-chief of Marvel at the time, I think. So he was part of that idea, coming up with the idea to.
Okay.
And it was all just a promotion for fucking toys.
Wait, I thought you said he wrote it.
No, he didn't write it. I think Mark Wolfman wrote it.
That's what it sounds like. That sounds more real.
Yeah.
Well, he's from that same generation.
Yeah. And then the other thing is, I will forget, he fucking was the founder of Valiant.
Yes, he was. That's what I know him for.
He took a lot of like this random character he liked as a kid and was like, oh, no one has the rights to this? Let's do it.
Exo Man of War?
Yeah.
Oh, that hit me right in the nuts.
Yeah, 65.
Oh.
Yeah. Jim Shooter.
Mm-hmm.
I was never a big fan of his only because like he did a lot of like space shit.
And you don't like space?
I don't like space shit.
What's wrong with you?
I really don't.
You write a book about space shit.
Yeah, kind of, right?
Just saying.
We haven't gone to space yet. It's okay.
All right.
That's Miguel's problem when that happens.
When that comes around?
I'll be like, I'll read it. I'm like, this book sucks, right?
This guy looks like the Gladiator. What the hell is this?
Yeah, what the hell is this?
Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. You don't like space? You don't like fantasy? What do you like?
No, I mean, I like DC space.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love fucking. Like,
you don't like Marvel space. You don't like
really.
pirates and.
No, I like Nova.
Galactic.
Nova's cool.
That's space cops, though.
Yeah.
You like cops?
Maybe.
Let's see what you did there.
Like DC space, I fucking love New Gods. I love fucking.
Because that's more fantasy, though.
Kind of, but they're like they're space gods.
It's fantasy. That's like the equivalent to like a forest, but in space.
Yeah.
They're like nymphs and elves and shit.
Or like Captain Comet. He's fucking cool.
Yeah. See what you're doing there.
Randarians, they're cool.
They're cool. Yeah. That's kind of like the Shar and the Kree. You know, it's the same thing. It's just it's no, they got wings, man. They got wings. They're not cool. Blue. Yeah,
they're way cooler.
Oh, okay.
Adam Strange. I like Adam Strange. He's a cool character.
I think DC space is more sci-fi. Kind of like when Marvel space is trying to keep it a little more like pirates or the Galactic Empire going on, you know. But DC space is it's the fucking gods, and they got these gods are like scientific gods. They're not your average, you know. I'm just a kind of god.
Well, I mean, I guess like if you think about it, I guess like if Marvel kind of falls in that category where like the Asgardians, they're not really gods, they're fucking aliens or whatever.
Yeah,
you know, so.
They're from another kind of reality
realm or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I guess what do you call the Inhumans? Eternals. Yeah, they're the new gods. Yeah, they're Marvel's new gods, right?
Well, that's what because Kirby came to Marvel back. He came back to Marvel. He did that shit.
Yeah, he was like, "Let me make one for you too. I'll make one."
Oh, there you go. I like Beta Ray Bill. He's cool.
Yeah.
I always liked him.
Yeah. Thunderstrike or Beta Ray Bill?
Ooh, that's hard to do. Why you do that to me?
I just thought of it right now. I know you do, but that's the thing. You were a big fan of Beta Ray Bill as well, so I could put you that question.
You know what? I think it'd be the weirdest fucking book ever.
What?
Because Johnny Kirk asked me earlier, like, what property would I want to write?
Oh, you said Superman like a dope.
No, I said I didn't want to write Superman.
Oh,
because I said like
it's too easy.
That's not even too easy. It just would be like I'd rather read it if I can write it. You know, like.
But then you could write whatever you want to read.
No, it's weird.
You write what you want to read.
Weird, man.
You write what you want to read.
Maybe.
How's that weird?
But this is a property I would do.
Yeah.
Thor core. And I would do it fucking 90s style.
I see denim. I see long hair. I see ponytails.
Back, baby.
Is Thunderstrike the Guy Gardner of the Thor core?
No. Kind of.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I have that full run.
The Thunderstrike?
Yeah.
Horrible.
That was the first Thor book I ever followed. Because I remember, like, a buddy of mine, it was like, we would go to comic shops. Yeah. He was like, love Thor. I could never get into it. I was just like, I guess. And then, like, he's like, oh, you gotta read this. And he gave me, I got like the last 3-4 issues of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the transition.
From Thor to Thor?
Like, it's kind of cool. And then he became Thunderstrike, and it was like, next one, Thunderstrike.
Number one.
What is this?
He was more hardcore. Yeah. He had the best. He wasn't tied to the Asgardians as much.
Yeah, because the whole thing was so Thor went away.
Right.
And Eric Masterson became Thor. Like, he had the hammer. Or Thor came back, and he was like, give me my hammer back. He's like, nah, dude. And they fucking fought, and Thor beat him up.
Yeah.
And then Odin was like, oh, shit, this guy like stood up to Thor. And so he sent him the Thunderstrike mace, and then the side it said that the world still needs heroes. And so like he got the power of Thor,
yeah.
but it was
no, he got the power of Thunderstrike.
Yeah.
Sure. So wait, so we're only heroes. So not who is worthy. So anyone could carry that hammer.
No, it was made just for him.
Okay. No one else could carry the hammer besides him.
No, because they did a weird thing where like he dies.
Yeah.
He died at the end of that run.
Yeah.
And then later on, they
like Beta Ray Bill has his hammer later, right? Yeah.
No, he died, and so then what ends up happening is they did a series in the early 2000s where Jarvis.
Jarvis against Thunderstrike?
No, he reaches out to fucking Eric Masterson's son, and he's like already an adult now, right? And he's like, "Oh, I thought you'd want this," and he gives him the Thunderstrike mace, but like he's like, it doesn't have power in it anymore. Like, no. It died with him, or whatever, right? Yeah. And then
you can chop some wood.
Yeah. And so then like I forgot who, a server or something was trying to get it because he could use it. I forgot, whatever. And so he came at him, and his son Kevin, he fucking like was like no, and he held the mace, and then Odin was like, bah.
No, let me give it some juice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he became the second Thunderstrike. Okay. Which was like weird, like he literally transformed into
his dad. Yeah. Okay.
It was fucking weird. And it was like I wasn't too into it
because he was dead in the real.
Yeah, he died.
He died.
Yeah, he died like a while ago.
But he didn't because he's transforming into him.
Well, he transformed into like what he would turn into when he turned into Thor.
Oh, which is Thunderstrike.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I imagine it was like a regular dude.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He was like a Donald Blake guy.
Yeah.
He was there. Okay.
Yeah.
Confusing.
Yeah.
A little.
I think it's funny because I think that like they don't do that as often, but that's my favorite aspect of Thor is like he's a regular dude who turns into Thor. But they don't do that shit anymore. Like,
no. Donald Blake was it, right?
Yeah.
That was his alter
he
ego.
Had another one. It was Jake Olsen.
Oh, right.
Which he was like a paramedic or something, and like Thor was fighting the Destroyer, and Jake Olsen got killed in the crossfire, and so the God of Death or whatever was like, "You fucked up.
You owe him alive."
Yeah. So he like, but it was the opposite because like when he was Jake Olsen, Thor was in control, but he was talking as Jake Olsen.
Oh.
Because Jake Olsen was dead.
Oh.
And then he would turn into Thor. Like,
so he had control of both the bodies. Yeah, and wait, where did Jake Olsen go?
He died.
Wait, so the death still took him?
Yeah.
But told him you fucked up and you still got to pay for it?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, but then that's the thing. So then I think halfway through that series, they were like, "Oh, just kidding. It was Loki the whole time."
There you go. There you go. Yeah. This seemed kind of like death wouldn't do that. Yeah. Not that kind of death. Yeah. It was Loki.
The whole time.
Wait, so Loki has enough power to fuck with Thor that bad?
Yeah.
Why did he just kill him if that's what he wants?
He doesn't want to kill him. Just to fuck with him.
Fuck. Whatever. These kids and they're fucking with each other.
Yeah.
They're brothers.
He's a prankster.
Oh, like Johnny Knoxville. No, you say.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think so. I think that's how it works.
And then Loki's Jesus or something?
I don't know. It's really weird.
Yeah, okay. Huh. All this because Jim Shooter decided to shoot his shit, huh?
Yeah. Like, dude, you ever read like the original Secret Wars?
Yes.
It is the wildest fucking book ever, dude. Like,
yeah, you know what? Because I read it when I was younger, and it just was page after page of action, just fighting. And where did this motherfucker come from? Doesn't matter. Just keep going. I don't remember getting it. Like I remember it was a kid and reading it and just being like amazed by it. Yeah. But I didn't understand the story. It wasn't until later, maybe we were Galaxy, where I reread it. I'm like, oh shit, this is like an epic event. This is an event. This is not.
Looking Beyond it was like, entertain me.
Yeah.
Fight for me.
Fight for me. Show me what you got, Bianch. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
And then they tried to do it again.
The whole Venom thing was just Spider-Man fucking went to the wrong machine.
Mm-hmm. And then we got 30 years of fucking people.
Venom and fucking, It's so weird.
Yeah, dude. Wait, is he... I don't know. I'm not even going to start with Secret Wars anymore. I'm done.
Secret Wars is amazing.
It is amazing.
We got the Beyonder. The weirdest fucking character design ever.
Yeah. It's all like stiff and long.
Fucking jumpsuit and curly hair and shit.
Yeah. Kind of like, what is that fucking Crisis?
Yeah. Oh, fucking
Pariah. Too many reflections, too many similarities there.
They should do Beyonder in the MCU and get like fucking what's his name? Steve Guttenberg.
Yeah, I sort of got you gonna say Steve Buscemi.
I mean, I'd be down with that too.
Doesn't he wear a mask?
No, he's just a dude. He's just a dude. He's got curly hair.
That's it.
Yeah.
I guess.
Who else has curly hair? Shia LaBeouf.
I guess. Shia LaBeouf? No, I sent you that thing earlier. He doesn't have curly hair no more.
He's got a weird mustache.
Yeah, he does a weird mustache. Weird dude.
Yeah, I don't know if he has curly hair.
You know, the thing is, we ran out of things to talk about because we usually talk about everything else before they start recording the podcast.
That's true.
Like we were talking about Ironheart earlier.
Yeah, we were talking about Ironheart.
And we talked about Ironheart for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Now we have nothing to talk about because we talking about it. Yeah. It's not like we could repeat it.
We could. I mean,
previously on Kevin and Bean.
Yeah, right.
So did you watch that new Ironheart?
I did.
That was amazing.
I finished it.
All 6 of them?
I finished it yesterday.
Oh, wow. Well, they just dropped the second ones yesterday, right?
Yeah, second half.
Second half. Is that it? That's it? It's over?
Well, yeah. Well, kind of. You'll see.
Are they going to continue? Or they drop?
You know what? Like, I would avoid the internet because there's a lot of spoilers out there.
Oh, no.
But I think there's something that happens in there that might get the ratings up.
Oh, neat.
And it might be like, I don't know if they're going to bring another season. And maybe do like a special or like, you know, because it does kind of end on very open.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's talks of like a champion show.
Oh.
So they could always fucking like deal with it there.
But they've been saying that forever.
No, supposedly they're actually working on it. Like, was it
forever?
The writer of First of the Boat is working on it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, the writer or not the creator? First of the Boat. Okay, go and say all that. That's two different people.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
The writer for First of the Boat. She's working on it. And, but I mean, I don't know. Who knows now? Like, I think everything is up in the air now. Like with especially with the shows.
I don't mind. I watched the first 3. You watched the last 6, but I watched the first 3. And from the first 3, I didn't mind. It was fine. Yeah. There was nothing really I could say like. But then when we got here, and you, Mark, started talking about it, you guys know more because you guys read those comics that come before it. Yeah. I've never really read those comics.
I read the early stuff, like the Bennett stuff.
Yeah.
And then I followed her for a little bit. Like she was in other books. Like when her book ended, they put her in other stuff. She was in Champion for a while.
Right.
But it got weird, man. Like she got like too powerful. Like at one point they gave her the Mandarin rings.
Yeah.
And then like,
wait, was she still in the suit with the Mandarin rings?
Yeah.
Oh.
But then Tony was. That's the thing. I think we were talking about that earlier. Was it like that's an aspect they took out of the show? Is that in the comics?
Yeah.
They talk about how she's basically on the spectrum.
The spectrum of what?
Like the spectrum, like the fucking autism spectrum, right?
Thank you.
And
on what side?
Well, that's the thing.
All of it.
Because there's a whole sequence when like her school counselor like tells her parents,
right?
Like, hey, like you got to give her an outlet, or she's gonna go fucking go evil. Like she can go evil. Like she can go bad.
She can spoil?
No, because she could just like she freaking she has no empathy for like.
She's a robot.
People's emotions.
She's like a Sheldon.
Yeah, and then so in the show, like as it's in the comic, her stepfather and her best friend get killed in a drive-by.
Right.
And that's when she starts like fucking like feeling shit.
Emotions?
Yeah. Like in the comic.
Whoa, what a weird fucking thing. The first thing to feel is like sadness and scared.
Yeah. Right.
Like, oh shit.
And then in the comic,
fear.
That's why she builds the suit. Is because she wants to like protect.
Yeah, Ironheart, like a medical and all that stuff. Yeah.
And so like, I don't know. I mean, I get it. Like, I think it would be hard to explain in that short amount of time in a show,
right?
But I mean, that's a touchy subject because I think you play that up. It's like it's hard because it was that show. Was it The Good Doctor? Where he's like this,
oh yeah, right. He was on the spectrum, like, super spectrum guy.
And the thing with that show is that like you run the risk of people making fun of it. You know,
a lot of people did make fun of it.
There's a lot of memes and shit.
Yeah.
And I think that's the tricky part is like,
because he's like House, but like further in the spectrum. Yeah. He doesn't know how to talk to people, but he's a great doctor. Yeah, I've watched a couple of those episodes, and then I watched a couple of those TikTok things, and only reason I watched those episodes was because TikTok things. Yeah, it's not for me though.
Yeah. And so, like, I think they took that element out of.
She's not, but she has anxiety. She's like super anxiety or something, right? That makes
sense. I mean, dude, she's fucking doing some crazy shit.
People on the spectrum also have anxiety, and then they could have kept it. They could have kept their empathy.
Well, she was kind of an asshole too. Like in that first episode, where like they were like, "Hey, you broke all these rules," and she's like, "All right, write me up," and
she didn't care.
Yeah, she didn't care.
She really didn't care. She cared more about stealing the friggin' armor and getting her shit, done. She's very selfish. Yeah. We know that as her character is developing.
I think the biggest mistake of the show was like they waited too long.
Yeah.
Like, I think like it's like if it would have came out like
a year
to the fucking movie,
yeah,
like it'd be like, oh, okay, cool, like
she still looks the same.
No, it's not even that. It's just very like, oh, okay, that's so far in between. Like it's so because even like I was reading this thing about how like in the timeline, this show takes place at the same time as She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, and something else. I forgot what it was.
So pre Scroll War.
Oh, fucking Echo.
At the same time, all those shows taking place.
All they take place at the same time.
No, wait, it's all after the Skrull invasion. Then
no,
that's pre.
Yeah,
Echo's pre Skrull invasion.
Yeah, okay. Echo took place right after
the snap. The Skrulls weren't there yet.
No, the Skrulls were like 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, so this is still before that.
Yeah.
When did Wakanda Forever come out?
It came out. It was like the last movie of the fucking phase of the last.
So 5 years ago?
No, maybe like 3 years ago.
3 years ago, pre-pandemic? No, during pandemic.
After the pandemic.
Yeah, it was after. Yeah,
maybe 2-3 years ago, around there.
Yeah. Fucking A. All right.
Yeah, but this show they've been seeing this show forever.
So this has been done for a long, long time, and just posts and edits and all that stuff that we're looking into.
Yeah, 2022. That's 3 years ago.
Yeah, right. Then it's not that long. It seems long for what they do, because they're constantly churning out shit. And here's the next part. They held off a little too long, I guess, for what we do or what we see. Yeah. We're so used to our dopamine fix really quick.
Did you watch the last season of What If?
Yeah.
There's that episode where she comes out.
Right? Yeah.
And I feel like that episode works better if you've seen the show already. You know what I mean? Like, I think, like, it's very, like...
Yeah, because she's overpowered.
Yeah.
She's a little overpowered,
she
right?
She makes a suit out of Vision or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it eats her inside.
I mean, I like the character. And I like the character in the comics, too. Yeah. But... it was one of those things, like, after Bendis left it, I remember thinking, like, what are they going to do with this character? And, like, they tried. And it was just, like, like, you know, like, and didn't really, like, hit. And, like...
it didn't take off. It didn't fit.
I remember the coolest part, they're never going to be able to do now, but, like, the coolest part in the Bendis run. So Tony gives her an AI for her suit, and it's him.
The Tony AI.
Yeah. So it's him. And so...
wait, it's not Natalie or whatever it's called?
That's later on.
So it does happen in the comic.
Okay. But like, so he gives her the AI and he's like helping her, but it's Tony Stark being all snarky and shit, right?
Yeah.
But there's one of my favorite parts of that run.
Yeah.
Is Riri's like knocked out, she's just tired, just sleeping, right? And her suit's running diagnostics, and all of a sudden, Friday shows up
in the suit.
No, like as a hologram, right?
Okay.
And she shows up to talk to like the Tony AI.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Hey, how's it going?" He's like, "Oh, it's great." And then he's like, "This is great." Like he has Tony Stark's brainwaves, and he's like, "And I don't need to sleep."
Oh no.
And he's like, "So I've been working on this and that." And she's like, "Oh, really?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he shows her like this big equation, and she's like, "Oh, what is this?" And he goes, "Oh, it's how I'm gonna save the world." And it's like, "How you doing?" He goes, "By eliminating humanity." They're the biggest problem in the world. And she's like, "Yep." "Oh." She's like, "Okay." And he's like, "Explain it." And she's like, she taps him in the back of the head, and the fucking thing erases, and then he fucking forgets.
Yeah.
And you basically realize she does this like every week.
Yeah, just to make sure the world is safe.
Yeah.
Why does the AI have to go so hard for him, though?
Because Tony Stark.
Yeah, I get it, but even Tony Stark wouldn't take over the world.
If he didn't fucking sleep, if all he did was think and shit.
Isn't that what he does already?
No.
He does sleep? Real Tony Stark sleeps? Okay, I guess. But it just seems like the AI is lacking empathy also.
No, it was AI.
Yeah, well, this Natalie freaking one has more empathy than fucking Riri in the show.
Yeah.
You know, and she's made out of Riri's memories and shit.
Yeah.
No, Benedict Cumberbatch, it has nothing to do with this. That's Tony Stark. This is
Spader.
Oh, really? James Spader. Who's Benedict? Oh, it's the Vision.
That's Paul Bentley.
Paul Bentley is Doctor.
Is he a doctor?
No.
That's
Paul Bentley. I can't get my British people straightened out.
Cumberbatch is
Doctor
Strange.
Okay.
Paul Bentley is
Vision. Yeah. Okay. Wait, who's the other one?
James Spader is
Ultron.
James Spader is Ultron. Okay. James Spader?
Yeah.
Ultron.
All
right. I'll forget that by tomorrow, but I forgot what we're talking about now.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Yeah. See.
Ultron's you.
Oh, Riri. She's cool.
Okay.
She's cool.
No, she killed somebody. She killed that one guy.
Yeah, self-defense.
No, she killed her because if he would have saved her, he would have ratted her out.
Yeah, self-defense.
How is that self-defense? That's a self-preservation.
He was trying to kill her.
It's self-preservation. He could have left him live. He could have let him live. He could have she got her armor back. Yeah. He could have done anything to her at that point. Nothing.
That's true.
Nothing. She let that guy die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like whatever.
Tough decisions.
Like Johnny Kirk earlier.
You know what I really like though? Like especially the first episode where like she's putting the armor on.
Yeah.
I like that like it's bigger
than her.
And so like you can see like you see that she puts her hand in the thing and there's like a hand where like the palm would be, and there's like a robotic hand.
There's two hands.
And even like where her feet are,
there's another one.
It's like a step. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of a cool design.
It was a better. It's very Iron Man intro where she was getting everything and like. Yeah. Cool. Are they just gonna give it to her the armor? That's what I thought originally. Yeah. Like she got the armor.
Well, she said that they said that she built it using the grands or whatever.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah. So let's just go fuck it up, break it down.
Yeah, it's funny because they kick her out of MIT so quickly. Mm-hmm. I wonder if it's because it's like oh fucking Ned and MJ are here.
Should they be in there?
They're in MIT,
right? Should they be somewhere there? Yeah. But you said this is before so it doesn't work. We gotta fix his timeline. This is all I'm saying. I think before every movie or something, there should be like something that this goes in between these three movies. Yeah. Make sure you watch this before you watch this.
That's what I think. That's why everyone when Marvel's really banking on Fantastic Four because this is like it's a different universe. It doesn't matter. Right? You don't need to know shit.
Do whatever we want.
Yeah.
We'll bring you Herbie. We'll bring you the Mole Man.
Yeah.
We'll bring you Ultraman.
Yeah.
Punching Crypto. Dude, that's the worst spoiler in the world.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know
that's everywhere.
I avoid everywhere. I do a very good job of avoiding spoilers. You know that? Yeah. My Google has been trained well. Yeah. The thing on my thing.
Yeah.
I get no advertisements for any of those movies anymore. No. You know, and if I do, the closest thing I got was from Warner Brothers, not even from Superman accounts.
Yeah.
You know, so. Yeah. I do a good job. I train my AI pretty well.
I think that trailer was it that
what trailer?
London's Calling, that Hitman movie.
That was different. That I had to watch. But if I had not watched that trailer, I probably would not have want to watch the movie. Right? That's one of those few instances where it's okay I watched that trailer because it made me want to watch that movie. I really don't care about the plot of this fucking movie. I just care about fucking what's his name in it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That was it. He's playing
like a gangster.
Is that because he has a tracksuit on? Yeah, and he's like bald and he's fucking shit's gonna get lit up.
Yeah.
And he has a son. The real story. That's the real story. Yeah. He gets his son and the guy is
he wants the hitman. The hitman is running from London because he killed somebody.
Right. And this guy's gonna hide him, but in return, he wants
him to train his son to be a hitman.
Yeah. Okay.
You know that old story.
That old chestnut. That old freaking 3-page bread.
I was like, huh.
I don't want to watch this movie. I really don't, but I'm gonna go watch it.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be great.
$5 or something
in the theater apparently.
Already now?
No, in like September, August or something.
I will try to get a $5 matinee. But I will not pay full price for that.
Full price.
No, I will not.
I get the popcorn bucket. I'm just kidding.
Wait.
One London's Calling popcorn bucket, please.
What would that look like?
It's just fucking Lewis, his face.
Yeah.
Or his head.
Is his head?
Yeah.
But he's not the main protagonist in this thing.
He's the bad guy.
Is he the bad guy though?
Yeah, because in the trailer he's all like, he's not your friend. Like he betrays them and shit.
I think he's not really the bad guy, but he's gonna be kind of like the reason they're in the predicament.
Oh, yeah.
I get a feeling he's gonna die halfway through the movie.
Probably.
You know, and then the other guy, the freaking Luc Besson has a fucking yeah, because that Josh Duhamel
or Timothy Oliphant is one of them.
Yeah, it's one of those fuckers.
I saw another trailer for like a movie called what was it called? They get played right after that one.
Mm.
And it was about this couple. They go on a freaking like a romantic weekend, and then they're all like, they're fooling around, whatever, right? And then she's all like, "Oh, I love having a boyfriend." He's like, "Boyfriend? Whoa, wait a minute,
whoa." And
then and so then they're fooling around, so she fucking like handcuffs him to the bed.
Oh no, leaves.
And then she's all like, "I'm gonna make you love me," right?
Standing.
I'm gonna tell you why you need to love me, and and then he's like, "Oh," but look, it's a comedy.
Oh no!
So like her friends come over,
and he's there,
like, "What the fuck?" And then her friend's boyfriend is like, "We're all going to jail." And like, "Yeah, we are," but like, it looks very odd.
Cinema is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Like,
cinema is back. There's a reason COVID closed down the theaters, and I think that's it, man.
To bring all the movies back,
dude. I don't.
We have too many movies now. They're all not gonna be great.
Yeah, it's what is it? The fish in the barrel.
Yeah,
somebody's gotta watch them.
Yeah, somebody's gotta watch them. They made them for a reason.
Put them on the streaming. Yeah. Put them on the something.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, I
do that a lot. I like when I'm bored. I'm just like, what is this? I've never seen a trailer for this. Fuck it, and I put it on. There's just something about watching a movie that you know nothing about. Like, it's fascinating.
I'm behind that 100%, but at the same time, there you run the gambit of like it could suck and ruin your life for 2 hours. Yeah. You know, it could be like a waste of time.
It's fine.
You'll never get that time back.
I will do it.
It's only 2 hours.
If it's under 2 hours, I'll do it. If it's like 2 hours and 20 minutes, like, I don't know.
Those extra 20 minutes.
That's too much. That's too much. That's too much.
A deal breaker, ladies?
That's a deal breaker.
Okay. But what if it's like 2:19?
Too much. Over 2 hours.
Over 2 hours. So 1:59?
I mean, does that count the credits?
No.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
No. So you're saying you're never going to watch Zack Snyder's Justice League ever again?
Never again. I can't do it.
That shit's like 7 hours.
I'm sure that. I can't do it.
All right. That's fair.
Yeah.
I find that justifiable and fair. I mean, as far as trailer goes, I don't think there's anything big coming out besides like Superman, Jurassic Park, and Fantastic Four.
Something.
No, that's it.
I think fucking Naked Gun.
I clicked on the trailer because I know I'm not gonna. I told myself I'm not gonna go to theater watch this. I might go to theater watch it. It's not.
It doesn't have the charm of the original ones, man. Like the humor's there, and like I don't know.
I'm hoping it's like what's that dude from Greensburg, the fucking Madman guy?
Yeah, John Hamm.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's like him. Like you never thought you'd see him being funny, but when he's funny, it's like Alec Baldwin funny. You know. Yeah. I'm hoping that for Liam Neeson.
I think the whole joke is like, oh, he's tough, and like,
or the joke is his name is kind of like Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah,
that's my joke too. Yeah. No, he's tough. He's not.
He's always, but he's playing that tough guy, and he's like goofy and shit. You know, like.
Yeah, and is this from the stories from Police Squad?
Yeah.
Is this a story from the Police Squad files?
No. The one joke in the trailer that had me laughing.
Which one?
It was so stupid. It's so subtle. Is when they're like, "Oh, if you guys keep fucking up, you know, we're gonna shut down."
Yeah,
and they show the fucking Spirit Halloween sign on the police station. That's just hilarious.
Yeah, again, that's that's the kind of joke you expect.
Yeah. What was it? He's all like, "Oh, he went to jail for manslaughter." He goes, "Manslaughter." He goes, "Must have been a hell of a joke." Like that's funny.
It's funny, and it's delivered like in a way where you're like, "Oh, it's gonna be good."
Yeah.
Like I said, that trailer convinced me, and I wasn't gonna go. I really was gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna watch all 3 Naked Gun movies all over again.
Yeah,
but no.
There's that, and the fucking sequel to The Bad Guys. I'm real excited for that.
Yeah,
that's a good movie. I really enjoyed that.
Just because you see what's his name dancing again?
Yeah, the wolf. The wolf. The fucking Nobody 2.
Not as excited as
really?
I want.
I'm pretty excited for that one.
You know, they know what they can do. They're gonna crank it up a little, so we know what to expect. Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna say like I'm excited for that one.
I feel like there's something else. I feel like there's like some big movies coming out at Christmas time, but I don't remember.
We got time for that. Then don't worry. I'm just talking about the summer. It's summer blockbuster month, and there's not that many. Yeah. There's a lot of, like you said, movies out there, but none of them are a blockbuster.
Yeah, I mean Jurassic Park.
Like it's Jurassic Park, Superman, and Fantastic Four, and whatever's in between Superman and Fantastic Four. Nothing really. It's nothing. So. There's got to be something that they're banking on. In summer,
that's fucking dangerous, man. Like I think
every weekend.
Yeah,
every weekend you get that fatigue.
That's fucking dangerous.
They get that movie fatigue.
I mean, you don't want to be the movie that comes out between fucking Superman and Four.
No, you don't.
No.
You know what? I was thinking, Loaded Weapon. Remember Loaded Weapon?
That Emilio Estevez.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson.
Yeah. Emilio Estevez. That's the movie they got to remake instead of.
Oh, you know what we're getting right next June?
What? Loaded Weapon?
No, new scary movie.
Well, they got the rights back.
Yeah, the Wayne brothers are.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, there were this whole thing with the Weinstein Company, and now they got their things back. So this is gonna be Damon, Marlon and Sean. Yeah. We're happy and we're single and we're colored. Give me a high five. I'm excited.
We're getting that next year.
Right.
What else? We're gonna do Spider-Man next year.
Yeah.
Spider-Verse is until 2027, I think.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we can go over that when they can. No, I know you want to know. You want to know. Hot Shots Part 1 and Dukes.
And Dukes, yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm hoping this movie brings back that.
Killed. No, that's enough.
No. That made it. Dude, remember we had freaking Bin Laden in one. No, Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
And then Bin Laden, the other one, right?
Yeah. No, remember, but then when we got like critique of that shit, remember it was like fucking
all the scary movies.
Yeah, but then it was like Meet the Spartans.
Yeah,
and then it was like
there was that fatigue.
Yeah, there was also that shit.
Well, because they were crap. They were not to the caliber of Loaded Weapon or any of those bigger movie ones.
No, you're never gonna get I think the highest point of it is like Airplane.
That was the beginning of all that.
Yeah, really, but that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, I speak jive.
Yeah. But then like everything after that,
it was a copy of that.
It was a copy of that.
Yeah.
Like and even the fucking Naked Gun movies.
Yeah.
Like the first one's hilarious.
Yeah.
Second one, it's cool.
It's a copy of the first
one. The third one is just like, what are they doing? Like they're just being dumb at this point,
30 and a third.
Yeah.
30 and a third. Yeah. No, well, that's the whole point. That's how you build a franchise. To the point where Leslie Nielsen was the face of that kind of movies, and he was in superhero movie and all these other ones.
He was fucking, was it Mr. Magoo?
Mr. Magoo. I like that movie, but that wasn't a spoof. That was that was just
You know what I always remember about Leslie Nielsen though? Like I don't know why it always sticks in my head.
Yeah.
The ending of Golden Girls.
Oh yeah.
He marries Dorothy.
Yeah.
And then they move away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, that wasn't him. That wasn't him.
Different guy. Yeah.
See, I remember as a kid, I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, he's marrying that dude from the." And they're like, "Oh, that's Leslie Nielsen." I'm like, "What? No, that's not him. It looks like him."
Yeah, it looks like him.
It's not him. He didn't want to sign up for that one.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, why do this shit? I could do crazy movies.
Yeah, I could marry Dorothy.
Dorothy. Oh, Dorothy.
But I always remember that about Leslie Nielsen. It was like he came on the last episode of Golden Girls. And they got married.
That's a good way to remember him.
Oh yeah.
He likes to fart everywhere. It's a good conversation starter. He said.
Little farting thing.
He would say it could start conversations. It could end conversations.
Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Oh, he did the Mel Brooks, who's the Dracula, right? Dracula.
And Loving It.
Dead
and Loving It.
It's Mel Brooks.
Yeah. A lot of people don't like that one. I like that one.
Pretty funny.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
It's pretty funny. It's Mel Brooks. Right?
Yeah. What do you want? Ain't found shit.
Yeah.
They could redo that one. Aren't they redoing that one?
It's a sequel.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we said in 25 years.
Yeah. Merchandising.
Dude, I can't believe fucking Lucas said it's okay to fucking make that movie. He gave him the blessing. Dude, he could have easily said like, no, dude, you're making fun of my franchise. Like, so it's like only he could get away with Only Mel Brooks.
It's hilarious.
Exactly. I think they just let him because of who he was.
Yeah. There's an old interview with Gene Wilder, where, like, it was a Conan thing. They were talking about how, like, they were writing Young Frankenstein. They were doing rewrites as they were filming.
Right, yeah.
And he wrote the ending with their, like, doing the singing on and Mel Brooks was like, "This is not funny."
What are you talking about? It's hilarious.
He goes, "It's gonna be funny." He goes, because this is not funny. And they argued, and then he said that Mel Brooks he's like, "Fine, do it," and it's gonna bomb.
Yeah.
And then when he did it, he goes, "I always told you that it was gonna be hilarious." Like, I was like,
it's just stupid, dude. I remember being a little kid or semi-teenage guy watching that shit.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing, dude. I just, it was so dumb. Yeah. Freaking, and that guy, what's that guy? Frank?
Peter Boyle?
Peter Boyle, yeah, dude.
Peter Boyle.
I mean, I think that was the best thing out of the whole thing, because you're on this ride and you're constantly being hit by these jokes. And that was kind of like their King Kong, where they did on display and all that stuff.
And he has him fucking singing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Genius.
It's such a good movie.
Yeah, I told you that's gonna work. Yeah, it's amazing.
Such a good movie.
Such a great movie.
Like, it's so funny.
Are they making part 2 of that one?
You see about that? They're making a TV show out of it.
Of what?
Young Frankenstein.
Stop, dude.
And it's the writers of What We Do in the Shadows.
They're probably the only ones that can.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're in the freaking genre, if you will.
Yeah.
So whose lads are gonna be?
I know. Probably Frankenstein.
Yeah. Oh my god. And then the Hunchback.
Oh yeah.
Get Guillermo to be. It's not doing anything.
Yeah. It's interesting.
I didn't know they were doing that.
Yeah, I think they just announced it recently. I think FX is doing it too.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, Mel Brooks needs some money.
Does he?
He needs to buy those TV dinners and watch the
soup and shit.
Yeah, watch the Jeopardy.
Oh, speaking of which, so Kevin Smith has been doing a lot of like press for the fucking Dogma thing, and he's fucking dropping like weird fucking like knowledge that I'm like, I didn't know about that. So apparently, when he wrote Dogma, originally the angels were gonna be Affleck and Jason Lee.
Okay.
And Jason Lee dropped out because he wanted to make a movie in France.
Wait, how did he drop out? He was a fucking demon.
That's it right now.
A fucking demon.
He dropped out because he got offered a movie
in France,
and they were going to teach him French.
Ooh la la.
And so he dropped out. He went and made that movie, and Dogma got pushed back because of some budgetary thing. So Jason Lee came back and he's like, "Oh, I'm
yeah, it could be the angel again."
And then he's like, "Dude, we already gave it to Matt Damon."
Yeah, he's a bigger name than you are anyway.
It's interesting because apparently, like, now that you know that, Matt Damon, like, apparently, Kevin was like, "Oh, he was going to rewrite it for Matt Damon." And Matt Damon's like, "No, just leave it like that.
No,
I want to just do it like that, right?" If you listen to it's very Jason Lee. It's very like
especially at the end when he says no and that little soliloquy.
It's very Jason Lee, like, especially the garage when he's like, "You sound like Lucifer," like that's very Jason Lee. So apparently, he came back and he was like, "Well, you can't play that role, but but he goes, but we're gonna give you the demon because Alec Baldwin dropped out."
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I think that's a bigger bomb than Jason Lee being the other angel.
So freaking Alec Baldwin was going to be Azrael.
Yeah. But I'm a fucking demon.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can kind of see it.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't that one movie he fucking loves, the Glenn
Glary Rock Gloss, wherever. Yeah.
So I could see he's just playing that role, like
with the suit in it. Okay. Glenn Gary Ross. I don't remember.
But yeah, like Alec Baldwin was gonna be Azrael.
A lot of people dropping out on that shit. Yeah. Huh. He didn't have the pull that he does now, huh?
Yeah.
Well, for Clerk 3, that little thing I showed you earlier, all those people, all those cameos. Fred Armisen fucking being the nicest guy in the world, saying the dirtiest shit in the fucking world.
But he was Tater Tots. Tater Tots.
Oh, I forgot about Tater Tots.
Tater Tots.
Oh shit. Yeah.
He was working.
Yes.
I just watched that movie the other day.
That's what you would know.
That's fucking working.
I can't watch that movie.
I haven't watched part 3 yet.
No.
I watched Dogma. I watched Clerks 2. And it's just so weird because I hadn't seen Dogma in a long time. That's what I'm saying. I think it's funny that like Jay finds religion and he has the Bible in it and like, dude, he met God.
Yeah.
Like he fought fucking angels. Like and it forced him to go to rehab to find religion, right?
Sometimes you need the extra push.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need a little bit more.
But then the funny, and I never put it together too, is it like, so in Clerks 2, he's sober, right? He's all like, he went to rehab and this and that, right? But he still sells weed, right? Mm-hmm. In James and Bob reboot, he's smoking weed again. Yeah. And it's just like, wait a minute, what happened?
And he's not as religious on that anymore. Yeah. So, he still believes, but he's not as religious. Mm-hmm. The way of the stoner, homie. Yeah, I guess. What we find, we obsessify. Yeah. And when we obsessify, we find again. Yeah. So it's a constant loop.
And then they make those jokes where he tells his daughter, or he goes like, "Oh, God looks exactly like Alanis Morissette." She's like, "What?"
No one but you and I get that joke. No one in that movie should get that joke. Okay, it's only for you and I.
I love the fact that it's the subtle jokes. Yeah. When he's all like, "We gotta go to Hollywood," he goes, "Hollywood, that's where we struck back."
Again,
that's the best joke ever. Right?
Who's that joke for? Yeah. Just us and them. That's it.
And when and Brody's talking about they don't, Hollywood doesn't make sequels anymore. They don't even make squeakles anymore. And just smiles.
Squeakles. Alvin. Dave Seville, bro.
It was Dave.
Dave Seville. No. He was the daddy of the Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. When's they're making that fucking reboot?
No, sure. No, pretty soon.
We're getting Smurfs. When's that coming out?
This month in July.
Between the Superman and Fantastic Four? Did we just find out what's coming in between?
Who's going to get killed?
But it has Rihanna as Smurfette.
And it has a Solo as a fucking brainy Smurf.
I still don't believe that casting, but all right.
Yeah.
We'll allow it. We'll see.
And then, dude, it's funny. Fucking speaking of Solo, he was on some podcast and he was talking about how he got cast in a movie. Yeah. And he kept saying "Oh, I got cast in the sequel to a cult classic," and everyone's like, "What is he talking about?" Right? Because that's his career now, right? Because he's like, he's in the fucking Karate Kid, reboot, this and that, right? Mm-hmm. And so everyone thought he's talking about Blue Beetle. And is Blue Beetle a cult classic? I don't think so.
Okay, why they're making another one?
That's what everyone thinks. Right?
All right.
But people are breaking it down to what's being made right now. Mm. And the only thing that fits that is the fucking sequel to Practical Magic.
Oh. Wow. That's another thing we don't need a sequel to.
Devil Wears Prada is fucking filming right now.
Well, why do we get... How?
And it's coming out the first weekend of May, which is...
Fashion Week?
No, it's fucking Free Comic Book Day week.
Oh, is that our Comic Book Day movie?
We're not getting a movie. That's what's coming out. Oh. That's what Disney's putting out that week.
No... Glenn Close?
Yeah. They're all coming back.
Everyone? Anne Hathaway? Whatever.
Yeah, fucking Stanley Tucci.
Stanley Tucci's old.
Yeah.
But welcome back, Stanley Tucci. Yeah. Yes. I don't know. I'm excited about movies like that.
Yeah.
I want to watch something else.
Oh, I was thinking too, I watched Ghostbusters Afterlife. It's such a good movie. It's such a good movie.
Is that the latest one?
No,
not
the ice. The one when they're in the fucking the farm.
Okay, so with the Egon at the end, Egon and everyone
shows up. That's such a good movie. I really enjoyed that movie.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, the biggest problem with that movie though is that they don't explain a lot. Because we have no idea who Egon had a kid with.
Yeah.
We have no idea. Clearly it happened during the original trilogy, right? Because she was kind of
old.
She was older, right?
Yeah, so she's got to be at least in the 80s, early 80s.
Yeah, she's got to be her late 70s, late 40s, or whatever.
Yeah, so she was procreated around the time he was in the college. He was doing all that before, that he didn't know about.
Yeah, but I'm thinking there's a lot of story right there, and I think it would be cool to do an in between movie.
Yeah.
It's not part 3, but it's what happened after part 2.
But you can't, he's dead.
Well, here's what I'm thinking, because he has to be younger, right?
Oh. The guy from Flight of the Conchords, that one guy.
No, Jermaine?
Yeah.
No, you know what I think would be a really good young Egon? Is what's his face? Fucking Jay Baruch or he's that dude. He makes a lot of movies with fucking Seth Rogen. He's the fucking
Seth Rogen.
He's the fucking what do you call it?
He's a little skinny guy with the freaking spiky hair and kind of talked like this.
That guy.
He was like, "Hey guys," Yeah, I know. He comes on all the Seth Rogen movies. He's skinny, really tiny.
He's the fucking How Train Your Dragon.
Yeah. He's too small though.
I think it'd be cool. I think he can pull it off.
Like I could see it. I could see what you're going with, but he's kind of like this short, isn't he? Like he's super fucking short.
I think they could do it though. I think it'd be interesting.
He's awkward too. He's more awkward than Egon.
Because you could do like a thing where like you make him younger, depending on when he had this kid.
Yeah.
And so then you show that part of the story.
Yeah.
And then you show the whole like when he's like, I need to go to the fucking farm, and this and that, right? And then, like, and when he leaves.
Okay.
And it could be cool. Like you could throw like a reference to the movie, the TV show, like the cartoon. And you give him like the fucking blonde hair when he's older, like like
that he had a phase.
Yeah.
He had the little curly hair. Okay, I could see how you could do that with that character and that guy. Fucking, but he's just so awkward looking.
That Egon was awkward.
Yeah, but not. He was kind of like geeky cool. Yeah, Janine had a thing for him.
Yeah, well, Janine was weird.
But then she had a thing for fucking Rick Moranis.
Yeah. She wanted to fucking have a kid with him like that night. Remember, she was like,
"Put one in me."
And he was like, "Whoa."
Oh, 80s movies.
Yeah,
we'll never learn. All right, I mean, I can't think of anybody else if I can to play on that.
That's Egon right there, man. Young Egon.
Yeah, young Egon. That's a serious young Egon.
For the creators of Young Child.
For the creators of Young Child. His dad was a horrible man. Yeah. Cheated on his wife.
Yeah. His dad didn't understand him. He was a mechanic.
He was an engineer.
Egon fucking was like taking shit apart, like when he was 2 years old.
Egon, but daddy, I can make it stronger.
He took the microwave apart.
Egon, and he made a proton pack or something. I don't know.
I think it'd be cool. I think we just need that part of the story. I think
is that what makes you like uneasy? The whole like not knowing who. Yeah. In the comic books, they don't even touch on that stuff. It's more about the kids.
Because everyone says it like oh, it would have been cool if Janine was her mom, but no, it didn't make sense because she didn't end up with him. No. She ended up with fucking
Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
And even then, where is he?
Yeah.
He's coming back for Spaceballs.
Yeah. His kids are grown up now, man. He's fine.
Dude, the last time he tried to come back, I really hope he's okay. I really hope he's gonna.
He got mugged.
He got mugged, dude. He was trying to make a comeback, and the world said, "No, Rick Moranis, stay in your little hole. Don't come out. Go back to Canada. Drink your Canadian brew."
Yeah, he got mugged. He got mugged.
In New York,
and he was like, "Nope."
Yeah, I'm going back home where it's safe.
Because he retired because his wife died.
Yeah,
and then
he was gonna raise his kid.
Children. Yeah, I knew that part. That shit.
Yeah.
Like he's up there, right?
Kinda.
No, he looks okay.
He looks pretty.
He looks okay. Yeah, I saw an interview with him like a year ago.
Well, he did that weird commercial, the Boost,
right?
Whatever the Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Thing, yeah. Then he didn't look that bad in that either.
It looks old, but it doesn't look
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna play what do you call it? Freaking Darth Balls.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna like do him as a prequel, or you think they're gonna do it as a sequel to fucking Spaceballs?
Probably a sequel.
Sequel? You think it'd be a sequel?
That way you can bring Aaron back who's still alive,
Who's still alive? Joan Rivers still alive?
No.
John Candy still alive?
No.
Mel Brooks is the only fucker still alive.
Yeah. Well, Bill Pullman.
Mel Brooks.
And then what was her name? Daphne something like.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, she's still around.
She's still around. She what has she done lately? I haven't seen her in anything.
Yeah. And then it was someone put a fan casting and they should have Natasha Lyonne be the robot. The Joan Rivers.
Yeah. Because of the voice. Thank you. Because of the freaking voice.
Then it's funny that I saw that, and then I was reading, and then below it was talking about like, Natasha Lyonne is doing a Joan Rivers bio movie.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
As Joan Rivers?
She's going to play Joan Rivers. Yeah.
Oh, honey. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. That smoky voice?
That smoky voice. She doesn't have it anymore, right? She's faking it now.
Oh, really?
She gave him smoking.
She's faking it?
Yeah.
She's making her
I heard some interview with her. I'm like, what the fuck?
So for the movies, he's just doing the raspy voice just to, appeases?
Yeah. Well, in the poker face, she's doing the voice.
She's still doing that.
It's not as,
She don't sound like Patty and Selma.
No.
Because that was their thing. Yeah. That was even in Orange is the New Black, yeah. All that. So she had that raspy voice. Yeah. All right, I guess. Well, for her health.
Yeah.
We want her to live long and
she was prosper. Sad because she broke up with Fred Armisen.
Can you get sad fucking breaking up with Fred Armisen?
Fucking love machine Fred Armisen.
She's healthier, but at what cost?
At what
cost? Sometimes, man, you just gotta give up the ones you love the most. I'm asking him, if ever meet Fred Armisen, be like, what was that like?
He's like, oh.
How much did she smoke in real life?
He's just like, his eyes get real big. And
well, I gotta tell you, it's kind of very different. It's so weird to be with a girl sometimes. That's my Fred Armisen.
Good old Fred Armisen.
Oh, yeah. It's so weird. I play the drums and I go boom, 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 boom.
Hater tots. Fucking Fred
Armisen. I can't get over it. The man's a chick magnet.
He is.
Yeah.
Especially when we see Spanish, you're like, whoa, Fred Armisen.
What are you doing? What are you doing to my panties?
What was it like? Save yourself for the rest of us, right? International sex symbol, Fred Armisen.
Federico Armisen. That guy's constantly around here, you know that?
Yeah.
He's
the record store.
The record store, yeah.
Yeah.
It's always packed when he's there.
Where's Fred Armisen?
I guess.
The DJs are right.
Federico Armisen. Anyway, we're running on an hour here. Right. Let's see what else we got. We got the end of book club next week.
Book club next week.
Are you excited for book club?
I am. I'm gonna reread that book.
Can we read it?
I'm gonna reread it.
I just finished it, so I'm caught up. I will not talk about it until next week, until we have the full 4 people here. We might have to do it outside because it's hot and fucking here, and I don't think they're gonna enjoy that. And
they might. They're kind of bohemians.
I wonder if they listen to this.
Well, that's true.
Huh?
They might get bitten.
Where?
Outside.
By what?
Fucking raccoons. I don't know.
Dude, there's lizards and stuff outside.
Yeah, there's a big ass lizard.
Yeah, you seen that fucker? Yeah.
He's fucking huge.
Yeah. He's cool.
I meant by it, like,
flies and bees. Not bees. Mosquitoes.
No, it's summertime.
Raccoon. A raccoon.
It's hot in here, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to leave the fans on. We'll turn on the AC.
Yeah, I gotta get the batteries.
Just go up there.
No,
just get the fucking ladder.
Every fucking time.
Just get the ladder. No, just fucking
No, she's evil.
Yeah, I bet you fucking hit her up for you. Does he even have controls up there? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, that's it in the book club, and we'll see about the whole Kickstarter. What's his name?
I just popped in my head.
What?
So like the Megan 2 came out and like bombed really bad.
Oh, I figured.
And then, but the James Wan is saying that there's talks of a Megan versus fucking Jigsaw.
That's the only way this franchise is gonna solve. So, yeah.
Well, Jason Blum was like, he was like shocked that it failed.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's bad. It's really bad. Like it's just like because they do that. Fucking Jason Blum does that shit all the time. Like you ever see Happy Death Day?
The first one.
Yeah. Really fucking cool.
Yeah.
The second one, I like it, but it's like
it takes place like right after that one, right?
It's a sci-fi movie. It's about like multiverses and that. Like it's cool, but it's totally
nothing to do.
In the first one. But that's the same thing with this one. It's like it's not really a horror movie. It's like a sci-fi action movie. Like
it reminds me of what is the one with Ashton Kutcher, and he would go back in time. Not Looper. Mothman or Chaos Theory.
Something like that. Yeah.
Some with the moth.
Butterfly
Effect.
There you go. Wrong animal.
You know what? I know that movie's supposed to be like super serious.
Yeah.
But the fun that gets me every time
when he's a baby.
No, when he wakes up and like he fucking blew his arms off.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What the fuck?" That shit makes me laugh every time.
Yeah, and it has like 5 endings or something like that. It's something stupid. But then they made other ones that have nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I think they did Philly in one of them.
Oh shit! Look at that.
No, not that one. What was that? Remember Michael Keaton when he could talk to ghosts? White Noise. He did like White Noise 2 or 3 or something.
And it has nothing to do with the first.
No.
I watched the first one.
Yeah, the first one was in theaters.
Yeah.
The rest I think was straight to home video.
Has Michael Keaton in the first one?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. You ever listen to white noise?
No.
Just on
terrifying.
Really?
You know what? I did on the way to work today.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ad on the radio for $200.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a room on the Queen Mary, and you could do ghost hunting.
Let's go.
Yeah.
$200?
$200.
Just a room?
You get a room on the ship.
Oh, like staying overnight?
Yeah.
I'm down. Let's go.
No,
yeah, it's really cheap for a whole night.
Yeah.
Ghost hunting, we could be walking around. Like, hey, ghost, what are you doing?
Well, I don't know if because they said it was ghost hunting, but I don't know if it's like, I'm assuming there's like a guide or some shit, right? Like, you know.
Well, if you get a room, you're on your own, right?
I guess.
Or are they gonna try to scare you at night?
No.
I'm a heavy sleeper, dude. I don't think they could do that.
Okay.
They'll pull my leg and I'm like, fucking kick them in the face.
They get ghosts in the face
all the time. I fart in their face sometimes too.
That's horrible because they're all made of particles.
Yeah. They get fused.
Horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I heard that. And I was like, huh, that's kind of interesting. That guy's like fun. Yeah. I always wanted to stay there. Like,
what happens to the people that are gonna do the thing here?
I gotta talk to them.
Oh, okay. They're gonna do that closer to Halloween, I guess.
Maybe.
Yeah. Weird in summer.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing's happened recently here.
Summerween?
Summerween.
Well, so I was talking to Maya today. She's gonna come by next week because September is around the corner. And September is the store's anniversary. And it's also local comic shop day. And
how crazy are you gonna get?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I think we should go all in, man.
Local comic shop day.
Should go all in. Plan some events just for that whole month.
For September?
Yeah.
Every weekend?
I think so.
So the first weekend we fucking watch Jurassic Park, and then Superman, and then Smurfs, and then Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
That's a good September. There you go.
Yeah.
There's your events.
Yeah, all of it. Back to back to back.
Yeah. Just theme them that way. Be like, oh, it's July all over again, guys.
No. It's fucking New Year's in September. Like, I don't know. Like,
I guess that could be, I think we got to start. I guess.
I have an idea of a couple of sayings, so like that might help out, but like,
And what do you call it? We got to dust off our vending geese.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. And we got to start doing this shit again. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
We got to work it up. Like flex them muscles.
Because we got,
big things going.
Gotta get ready for
the big one.
For next year.
Yeah, the big one. Yeah. The big one. Get ready. Flex them muscles.
I'm ready.
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups every day. 100 miles. And then
100 miles?
That's how you work it out to it.
How does anyone have time for that?
I have no idea, dude. That's what people that work out, that's all they do. Yeah. They don't have social lives or anything. Horrible. Like they work and they go to work.
I mean, I kind of understand that. Like, I know, like, when you get to a groove, you just like, oh, just keep going. I'm just going. I get that. But, like, not too much.
Yeah, do you get that? And then after the fact, when the next day, when your legs are noodles and you can't fucking move and you're cramping up left and right.
Yeah. Like, what was it? Like the at work, the project we're working on? I think it was like last week. I was like, oh, this is easy. Boom, 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 boom. And then, like, fucking the weekend, I was like, ugh. And so I was like, Monday, I'm going to take it slow. Like, I'm going to slow down.
I'm telling you. You work at that job all wrong, man. I tell you, you do not know how to do. By working correctly, by doing your job, you're doing it wrong. How about that?
Yeah.
You got to learn how to work 70 hours and make it seem like you only work 40.
Oh, man. That sounds terrible.
That sounds like my life.
Like, what was it?
Yeah, I saw my check for the last one, and I was like, holy shit. And then I saw how many hours I worked. I'm like, oh, fuck. So.
Oh, okay,
yeah. It's not worth the headache anymore.
No.
I don't think so. I'm going to start taking days off now.
Yeah.
I think it's about time.
Why is the rumor that I'm going to get vacation after this project?
I thought you already did.
No, I have sick days.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was like saying like, oh, what's it like? Hey, you got vacation? I'm like, I'll be back. Like, see you later.
Mm-hmm. You got to use them before the end of the year.
Yeah. So my dad was like the Friday. My dad was like, in the morning I got up, I was ready to leave. He goes, you look tired. I'm like, I am tired. And he goes, maybe you need a break from the store. I'm like, that the store is making me tired. Like,
I go to the store to sleep.
Yeah.
That tells you where I feel comfortable enough not to be on edge.
Yeah.
So That's what I'm telling you.
It's gotta find that balance, man.
Yeah. And you're never gonna find it, brother. I've been looking for the last 20 years while working and trying to do shit on the side. No, it's fucking.
You gotta find that balance.
It's there. Yeah. But here's the thing. It's a teetering balance. So when one time you'll be like good on one side, you're gonna be suffering on the other side, and when you're good on the other side, you're gonna be suffering on this side. So it's a balance. But it's just a balance you got to make sure you're aware of at all times. Yeah. All right.
I'll figure.
Famous last words, anyway. And that ends. What does it call it? Guy Health Month.
Mental health.
Mental health month.
Male mental health month.
Yeah, that was last month or yesterday.
2 days ago.
2 days ago. Today's the second. All right. Yeah.
It's very odd.
It's very odd.
Yeah. I think everything is every day is something. Like was it like yesterday was National Joke Day? The only reason I know that is I was listening to the radio and they were like, it's National Joke Day. There's a
website somewhere. It's like every day is pretty much something. Yeah. There's not one day that's not like Secretary's Day, fucking Crosswalker Day. Like everyone gets a day. Where's an Enrique Day?
It might be fucking Mexican calendar. Is there any saints named Enrique?
No. Oh, I'm the only one. No. Yeah.
You can make it,
Say Enrique?
Yeah. And you and Enrique Iglesias are going to celebrate.
You?
Yeah.
Ew.
They'll sing that hero song to you.
You be my own baby. No, thank you. I'm good.
You don't want to hang out with Enrique Iglesias?
Nope. I want to go hang out with Enrique me. And then I'll punch myself.
And you can take your breath away. Enrique Iglesias.
Oh. No, that's what's her name? Take my breath away.
Who is that? Whitney Houston?
No, Olivia Newton-John.
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
Na 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 na.
Yeah, I know the
song. This is how we're gonna end it.
Yeah. Horrible.
And to anyone still listening, if you know the song, text me it, and I will give you a reward.
Dre will fucking text us in a couple months,
when it's caught up to the show.
Hey, Dre.
Take my breath away.
I think it's Whitney Houston.
No, it's a white girl.
Is it?
Yeah. And I want to say Olivia Newton-John, but I know it's wrong. That's physical.
It's not like Linda Carlisle.
No, not Linda Ronstadt either.
Linda Ronstadt?
No, it's not Linda Ronstadt either.
Coming out too, right? It's Selena Gomez, Linda Ronstadt movie.
Why do you know so much about this? I'm just waiting for the answers. I can turn off the recording and everyone can get suspense, and then we try and find out the following week who it is.
You think people are waiting on edge?
Who is? Who?
Berlin.
Oh, it's Berlin. Na da na da 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 na. Na 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 99 balloons and all that. There you go, people.
There you go.
Congratulations.
That's not Berlin.
99 left balloons. That's Nana.
Yeah.
What's Berlin? No, that's Blondie. God damn it, that's Blondie. Who's Berlin then?
Oh.
I would play it. But...
Yeah. You
no, that's copyright infringement. What are you doing?
No,
what other songs did Berlin perform?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What else did it do?
Metro.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah. Sleeping on the metro or something. Right?
Yeah.
Guys in bikinis, women in short
skirts.
What
are you talking about?
That's the B-52s.
Yeah.
All right then. That's all we got.
Bye.
Episode 167 of ComiCentric. Bye.